All right, we got the little shed built. For a $300 shed, it really isn't bad. It definitely blew away my expectations. There were a few things that I had to redo and make better myself, but it really isn't bad. Let's take a look. Oh, here is the front. I put this plywood ramp down so the gravel doesn't pack away from it. I'm gonna anchor it down somehow so the wind doesn't make it hit the front of the building like a big pancake. Got it anchored down. Used some steel banding from the shop. That's what I had. If that doesn't work, I will replace it with something. I've got 4 18-inch anchors set up, so that should keep it rooted to the spot. We put it up on a 4x4 and a 2x4, making it a 4x6, and then we screwed it to the 4x4. And then we screwed the 4x4 to the plywood base. Added this bracing. That right there makes it a lot stronger. I made these L brackets over at the shop, so that sturdied it up by quite a bit. There was no seal that went in here to keep rain from blowing up and in, so I filled that up with some silicone. And what I will be doing in the future is adding a foam gasket to the ridge cap up there, because there is nothing filling that up as well. So if rain falls straight down, it'll be fine. But if it starts blowing, there will be a little bit get in there and make wet when I'm trying to keep dry. We fixed up the doors here. I added these old straps that I had lying around to keep them open. And because I raised it up and put it on 4x6s, I had to add a little bit of conveyor belting to the bottom. Doesn't look pretty, but it will do the job of keeping dust and debris out of there and larger animals. So you just pull that pin up or put it down when it's time to lock it, and then this up here comes down and holds that closed. It's not the prettiest thing, but it's serviceable and it works. Assembling the roof was a job as well. This is not strong enough for me to lean on, so I backed my truck up to it and had to put in the screws on this side, and then used that U-line step ladder over there to put in the screws on the peak. And then when I was putting on this side, I had to back my truck up to this side, put in the screws on the very end here, and then as I put on a panel, I would put the 2 screws in, climb down off the truck, climb up on the ladder, put the 2 screws in up there at the peak, climb back down the ladder, climb back up on the truck, put another panel on, climb back around, etc., etc. All in all, it really isn't bad for $300. Like I said, it exceeded my expectations. The build quality is there. I did put some actual roofing screws in the top up there. You can see them there. They wanted you to just use these screws with a plastic washer. Wasn't having that. I know that you got to have a rubber washer on there, and you got to have something that's actually going to bite for it to shed water for a long time instead of start leaking in a couple of months. Good enough to keep a lawnmower dry, and there's room in there for a motorcycle or maybe a couple of kayaks or whatever. Or you could put a workbench at the back there and put your toolboxes up over here, put a light in here, and have a nice little workshop. So anyway, it's gonna keep the little Craftsman nice and dry. Love this mower. I love how I look when I drive it too. I look like Wario off of Mario Kart. That was always my guy when I played Mario Kart. I liked him because, 1, none of my other brothers would pick him, and 2, he was big enough that if you hit somebody hard enough, you could squish him. So Wario was my guy. If you guys have enjoyed this little update, we'll see you in the next one.
I'm Wario. I'm gonna win. Why, yeah.